This is the sound of a modern mechanical watch oscillating at a frequency of 28,800 beats per hour. That equates to 4 full oscillations per second. So this is known as a 4 Hz movement. And if you could hear a modern quartz watch oscillating, it would sound like this. That's 32,768 beats per second. 32,768 Hz has been the quartz standard for over 50 years. A quartz crystal reacts to an electrical impulse transmitted through it by vibrating at a precise frequency. Although quartz clocks had long been established, back in the late 60s there was a flurry of wristwatch announcements. In 1967 the Swiss developed the Beta 1, a prototype quartz movement that had an oscillating frequency of 8,192 Hz. Then Longines announced their prototype in 1969. The Ultra Quartz, with a frequency of 9,150 Hz. However, it was Seiko with the first quartz watch available to buy in the marketplace. It was the Seiko Astron. Launched on Christmas in 1969, it too oscillated at 8,192 Hz. Then, in 1972, Girard-Perregaux developed the quartz caliber 350 for the market. GP not only figured out how to increase accuracy, but also how to improve battery life with 3 key features, and they were happy to boast about them in their advertising copy. They added a fully integrated chip from Motorola to measure the oscillations. They added a stepper motor. And last but not least, they reshaped the crystal to increase the oscillation frequency to 32,768. 32,768 seems a rather random number, but for a wristwatch, it is the Goldilocks number. A quartz crystal shaped just right to deliver higher accuracy and longer battery life. A larger crystal would give poorer accuracy, and a smaller crystal would increase the power drain. This Goldilocks-sized crystal would deliver a Goldilocks oscillation that was perfectly divisible. The battery sends power through the integrated chip and then onto the quartz crystal. The oscillation data is then sent back to the chip, and inside the chip are flip-flop circuits and counters. And over the course of 1 second, they continually decrease by half the frequency count. At risk of directly increasing the amount of boredom in the universe, here's how it works. 15 flip-flops in series will reduce the output frequency to exactly 1 Hz. For example, if I divide 32,768 by 2, I will get 16,384. And if I do that 14 more times, I will eventually arrive at 1. Now that 1 is the cue for the integrated circuit to send an electrical pulse to the stepper motor. The quartz pulse magnetizes and unmagnetizes a stator, flicking it around once a second, which then drives a wheel, turning the sweep second hand by 1 quartz second. The quartz tick is often not appreciated by mechanical watch lovers, and while it may lack poetry, there is something dependable and even faithful in its steadfast tick and tock. Dependable too, that now over 50 years since this caliber was created, its oscillation frequency remains the industry standard.